Good day. This is Matthew Lavery, Deputy Director of the South Carolina Education Oversight Committee. I've recently created a report card simulator in response to numerous requests, and have now made this short video to answer some common questions that I've received about its use. The report card simulator is available in the For Educators section of the EOC website. Navigate to that area by clicking Information for Educators, or you could scroll down and click the Learn More button under Educators. And you'll see that under the current accountability manual, there's a link to download the school report card simulator. The simulator has a tab for elementary and middle schools and a tab for high schools. In this workbook, you will enter summarized data based on locally available information. The cells in the workbook are color-coded such that you should only enter information in the yellow cells. Unshaded cells contain labels or information. Cells that are gray are either calculated or not used this year, and cells that are shaded in blue hold points and ratings, either for individual indicators or for the overall rating. Note that the formulas in the simulator calculate points and assign ratings according to the most recently updated release of the Accountability Manual. If another update comes to the Accountability Manual that changes calculations or how ratings are assigned, then the simulator will also be updated to reflect those changes. You'll note this in the version number. As of this recording, we're currently on version 1.3.1 of the simulator. Either the first or second digit. If those change, you should download a fresh copy because something about the calculations may have changed. The trailing digit is simply there for cosmetic changes. Also note that the Excel file is not locked and the formulas are not protected. You're welcome to modify the simulator to suit your own needs or to answer local questions. And you're also welcome to inspect the formulas and see how the calculations are made. Just know that it is possible to break the simulator such that it no longer accurately calculates points and ratings. And if that happens, you can always re-download it and paste your data into the fresh copy. Let's walk through the sections of the simulator together with some sample data. So I've opened it here, zoomed out, so that you can see here's the high school section and the elementary and middle section. Notice that this area here has all the cut scores for the various ratings, both for the indicators and for the overall ratings, and this is used in formulas to determine what to put in the blue cells. Let me zoom in a little bit to make this more visible. The top section of each tab rolls up the points earned on each individual indicator and calculates the overall points and ratings based on what's entered. This section will update dynamically based on all of the indicators that have data entered for them. Right now, you can see that the simulator has no data, so all of the indicators are blank. The simulator will automatically adjust for many of the guidelines given in the Accountability Manual, as you will see during this sample. Ratings won't show until the data entered indicates that there are at least 20 students, since that's the small n suppression size that South Carolina uses. Similarly, all indicators are scored and rated out of the same number of points for all schools, regardless of whether the school in question is missing one or more indicators for not having a reportable number of students for that data point. The simulator automatically redistributes the weight of the indicators based on the data you enter, so that the overall rating is always calculated on a 100-point scale. The formulas in this section reflect the information given in this section of the Accountability Manual. Essentially, when an elementary or middle school does not receive an indicator, the weight of the missing indicator is added to the academic achievement and student progress indicators. When a high school cannot receive one or more of the indicators, the weight of the missing indicator is added to the academic achievement and graduation rate indicator. When the simulator is completely blank, you'll notice that 100% of the weight for elementary and middle schools rests on the academic achievement indicator. But for high schools, all the cells in the weight column are blank. That's because for a school to receive a report card at all, an elementary or middle school must have at least 20 students reported in the academic achievement indicator. If, for example, an elementary school serving grades K through 5 has 7 students in each grade level, then that school would have 21 students to report for academic achievement and would receive a report card with an overall rating. But they would only have 14 students with a prior year SC Ready score, and therefore could not receive a rating on student progress. For this hypothetical tiny school, the overall rating would be driven by academic achievement with 90% of the weight and school climate with 10% of the weight. For high school, the 2024 Accountability Manual still specifies that a high school must have a 12th grade to receive a report card and an overall rating. However, with the move to in-year reporting of high school achievement tests, and with the inclusion of the High School Student Success Indicator beginning with the 2025 report cards, a high school will have to either receive the Academic Achievement Indicator or have a 12th grade in order to receive a report card and an overall rating. Therefore, I designed the simulator to reflect that logic so that I didn't have to make major changes in order to release the 2025 simulator, which will be available to you in July. This concludes the first video on the report card simulator. In upcoming videos, I'm going to divide up the sample exercises into a sample elementary school and a sample high school. I anticipate there will be 2 videos for the elementary school one that discusses academic achievement and student progress, and another that wraps up with the remaining indicators and discusses overall ratings. Then, for the sample high school data, that'll be divided up into 3 videos: academic achievement and preparing for success in one, graduation rate, CCR, and high school student success in the other. And then we'd wrap up with the remaining indicators and look at overall ratings in the final.